Welcome back guys to another Legio IX Hispana replay. This is me, Legio IX Hispana, and Zeva Cupton versus VFK Vince and VFK Private Joker. Fog of War is off, and I am playing as the British, and my teammate, Zeva Cupton, is playing as the Soviets versus VFK Vince, who is the Wehrmacht, and Private Joker, who is playing as the Oberkommando West. I start off by using my default infantry section to cap the points to the left side and get a Vickers machine gun out as quickly as possible to try and secure the side. The Oberkommando player simply Stern Pioneer straight to centre to get the early game victory point in the centre. It's not too bad, he hasn't got any resources connected to his field yet, so we should be happily in that advantage. Both teams look like both sides seem to be going for the left victory point, as I am unaware when I'm moving up my machine gun. However, that does give Zeva Cupton free reign on the right side of the map. We're connecting our resources up early, which is good. Which means, as you can see, we have a nice heavy win on the resource floor at the moment compared to our opponents. But they are connecting their resources in pretty quickly. I'm going to set my Vickers machine gun here on this left side, but he moves an MG42 in the left side to secure the fuel. As I am aware at the time, as there's been zero contact, there's been a little bit of contact in the middle with Cupton's conscripts engaging the Stern Pioneers, but he's going to have to retreat because Stern Pioneers will absolutely destroy conscripts at close range. On the left side, I'm about to start into an infantry engagement, and I see the MG and I will retreat. As I see by this point, I know I'm getting flooded by both sides, so I will full automatic retreat, as I know the left side has been lost and cannot be captured at this moment in time. Cupton's placed a very decent maximum placement in the centre to stop the flanking going on, which is happening right here. But, as we can see, it's done a great job of covering the arc. Ever since the recent patch, the Maxim machine gun has been increased massively with its burst, as you can see by the massive increase in the area. However, its suppression rate has been decreased, but I think it is a worthy trade. So the Maxim is now a lot more effective covering points than it used to be. On the right side, Cupton's planting mines down on the right side to make them pay if they want to get the fuel and make the fuel easy to be defended. I'm reforming up the troops in the centre, ready to do a push. My machine gun is fully healed and I have a Royal Engineer out in the field. I have gone for the Special Weapons Regiment, which gives me the Tank Hunters, the Resupply Half Track, the Hold the Line ability, Concentrated Fire Operations, and the Vanguard Operation. If you want to read through all these, you can pause the game right now and watch it now. None of my opponents or my ally has picked the Doctrine yet. I have the thought to pick mine, as we're versing two people that will bring out armour. The infantry section, the Tank Hunter infantry sections is always a nice choice. Pretty heated firefights going down in the centre. I could have repositioned this infantry section better, as only one of the guys is shooting. But I am getting flanked by an infantry section though, by a grenadier squad over there. As you see, it's a very big team. I now have grenades in my thing. Threw one and he retreated pretty nicely. Maxim's been brought. Maxim is doing a great job at holding the left side still. Grenade run into these Vox Grenadiers, force them to retreat, did a nice amount of kills, almost killed the squad if he didn't move. With my infantry sections up into heavy cover. However, Stern Pioneers are going to come in for a try and kill, and I'm going to have to retreat from that position. Cupton's trying to attack the left side, but it's too heavily defended right now with mortars and a bunker in place. Maxim machine guns being brought up to help secure the centre. My Royal Engineers are trying their best to try and secure, but they're just out the line of sight, while my infantry is being healed back at base. I'm bringing out a universal carrier, which hopefully should help deal with all these infantry at a range without getting panzer shreked. Cupton, however, has got a very healthy line of conscripts coming out. Knows what he's doing. Zeva Cupton, one of my favourite players to play with on the company vs 2. We work very well together in games. Got a flamethrower now for his engineers, very good. I had to retreat the Maxim due to a flame grenade by the Box Grenadiers, but my engineers are still holding firm in the centre right now, as they are in heavy cover. However, they are going to have to retreat due to the heavy presence of the OKW Stern Pioneers. However, both my infantry sections have been rehealed, and I am bringing in my Universal Carrier, which has not been upgraded yet, but I believe the Ober Commander Blower is trying to place mines in the centre, but we have disrupted him before he managed to finish completing that. So I wasn't sure if he'd finished it or not at the time. So I am very hesitant. So I do throw a grenade just to be on the safe side to see if there's anything there. Just destroys the mine anyways, even though there was nothing there. Nothing fully finished yet. I didn't realise my MG was going to hit on the left side, so that's going to have to be retreated soon. Cutton does have a bigger army than me, but he is the Russian, sorry, and the Russians get troops out like there's no tomorrow. Left side engagement was going pretty iffy for us. I did lose my MG, however I'm not letting him take that MG, so I do throw a grenade over there. And I would have preferred it better, but it looks like he's going to get away with the MG. As I get very unfortunate, and I'm unable to kill the MG when it's retreating. So I have a loss. He is still on my MG 42, which I'm not happy about. In other areas, I brought out a tank hunter infantry section, and I believe I am upgrading my. I will be upgrading my flamethrower soon, but I don't have enough resources at the moment. We do try and push to kill the MG, but I believe it does get back to base, which is a real shame for us.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
So another bunker has been made, and I believe that is being upgraded with an MG as soon as possible. Oh, we have decapped the munitions, and we are recapping our munitions on the left side. My infantry section is doing struggling against the Stern Pioneer. We have had cover there. I think I was marking more on the left side, so that this infantry section is going to have to pull back. Tank Hunter infantry section is going to be brought in to deal with these Stern Pioneers at range. They'll do good, but if they start bringing closer. My Universal Carrier is being brought up as well for a bit of machine gun. A bit of machine gun extra, as you see. Very good job. I am able to pull back. Infantry support gun by the Ober Commando West. Very good choice. On the left side of the field, Panzer Grenadier has been brought out. As you can see, my army is lagging behind a little bit, but I am trying to bring more elite troops rather than just blobs of weak troops that aren't going to be upgraded. So I do have two infantry sections, a Royal Engineer and a tank hunter infantry section. I have literally just upgraded so I can get 5 men, I believe now. But I believe I am going to have to push this infantry section back soon. It's getting quite heavily hitted by infantry sections. Not infantry, by the mortar. My flames coming into use now, so it'll be able to burn the Box Grenadiers behind heavy cover pretty nicely. Push them away pretty nicely. Bringing it a bit forward to help with the burning of the 3 stars over here. As you see, it does a good job at pushing the enemy back pretty heavy. However, there is a panzer strike push on the left side. Luckily, I do have some infantry sections there. I pushed my guy back, not thinking they would get that far, and they do get a double shot off on it, but it doesn't die, luckily. So I do get it out of there, and I will begin fixing it automatically with a 25 munition bonus. Unfortunately, the conscripts in the centre do get pinned down by an MG42 there. So Gupton's going to have to retreat soon, one of these squads at least. The other one will manage to get away on its own though, luckily. And a ZIS-free anti-tank gun / artillery gun is being brought into the field, and I believe he will use that for artillery mode soon. So we are pouring a lot of resources in the centre fight, as well. That's where the majority of the fighting is going to be right now. Good ZIS-free shot there. It's going to cause him a lot of casualties, as you can see. And grenade throw, knife throw grenade, it's going to have to push them back. Great firing. The Kenvef has been brought into the centre, just in case my anti-tank flame rig just had to come in for a shot. Thanks to this gun, we were able to re-secure the centre for us. Very close game right now. As you can see, the tickets are slightly against us right now, but we should hopefully be able to retake that. As I said, guys, I'm bringing out more content now. My recording software's gotten, it's been really updated and everything is working at fine. I also have a new mic, so if you notice the voice has been a bit more crisp than it used to be. It's great. I am going to finish building this mine, which is good, before I retreat, just to try and stop them from pushing over this side. But I don't know, I did not mean to push back the MG42, my Vickers, it was meant to push back the infantry section. It's been very badly damaged, so a lot of my troops are going to have to retreat for the moment. I brought out another infantry section, I've now got the 5 men on it. And Cupton's doing a very nice flank on the right side, however that MG42 is waiting for him. He's got to be very careful. As you see, there's a very heavy infantry about. Pardon me, guys. Though it's quite early where I am right now, so I'm just walking up. A little bit tired, so I thought it's the best way to get out of the way. He's using the Vickers that he's still for me to hold on the centre, which is a bit annoying. The flame hatch just coming up in the field a bit more now. It's got 2 kills, but it's about the damage. It's about the damage it does. And that was a great shot by the assist-free artillery gun there. Surprised that has not given it a star after that kill. That was great on the infantry. The camera for shot though forced me to retreat. Another great shot with the old assist-free and artillery mode. My Vickers is able to hold these guys down very nicely, even if it's just in the field of fire. We do manage to push them back very nicely, which is good. My infantry's coming onto the field now. He's got a T-70, my universal carriers are doing a nice job in the centre. Alright, he has a fix on my MG position and he's going to shoot that. The counter for pushing back the T-70. My infantry section, however, is going to be doing should be able to do an alright job for dealing with that.
A supply carrier is ready to supply our units.
I believe Cupton has got a very nice infantry bulk and a nice assist-free that's helping massively. I am building a mortar position now in the centre to help deal with the enemy artillery. As well as that, I believe I do have my company command post out now, so armour should not be too far away. What's this free doing? It's pickable work, but it still hasn't got a star, which is a shame. Mine hasn't almost got a star. I'm just getting quite nicely vetted though. This is very good. Flame grenade, however, I do get a nice grenade off there, which forces us both to retreat from the area. My mortar position's up now, so I can start laying down some mortar fire on the enemies now myself. Just quickly start getting up kills. Healing the universal carrier with my Royal Engineers while over there. 2-star squad of infantry sections back there healing. I should have upgraded one in hindsight with the artillery fire, so it'd be pretty decent. Enemy stuck, so I brace as quickly as I can. So just make sure the second one, however I do lose a infantry section. So I'm going to have to train another one, I believe. So basically what I luckily managed to hit the brace, but now we know he's got a stuck on the field, so we have to be very careful. Managed to I unfortunately lose the Royal Engineers, so that engagement hurt me very badly. However, and on top of that, the enemy have a stug now as well.
Enemy causing trouble,
and he's pushing the left side pretty heavily.
An emplacement is being attacked.
And I believe they are going to try and go for the mortar emplacement. Luckily, both of the Panzer Shreks missed me anyways, and I believe we managed to push them back before they push any further, because that flame's doing great damage on all their troops. And hopefully we might be able to kill 1 or 2 on the way out. However, they have called in artillery to try and finish the job on this. However, we thought it was artillery. It turns out it was only an infantry strafing run. But we have done a good job anyways. However, my troops are very injured. However, I am bringing out Fireflies now. Just going to help us out massively against the enemy army. That Stug is going to plan and do a massive left side flank to try and hit my injured mortar position. It is a danger to him. my infantry side is being a bit lacking, but hopefully I should be able to get that back up later down the field. Hutton's doing an excellent job with his conscripts. As you can see, it's not easy to keep conscripts alive as the Russians, and he has four squads of vetted up conscripts. I have braced my position with my position. However, it looks like the Stug is going to kill the position. Shame, but my Firefly does go on the field, so hopefully we should be able to kill the Stug. Great hit by the AT gun, and I'm sending up my Firefly. Gets a great shot on the Stug. However, there is a Stucker in the centre of the field. And unfortunately, Cupton lost a squad of infantry. I didn't lose any infantry, luckily, and he does manage to get the Stug away, unfortunately, which is a shame. It's good engagement for them, but now I do have armour on the field, and we are mining up the left side pretty nicely as well to stop them from doing this again. So they will take dominance of the centre. I don't know why they pulled back though, so they couldn't take dominance of the centre. I am going to start shooting at this bunker. Or I'm going to have to retreat due to the Panzerschreck. As we can see, I'm going to have to pull back due to the structure. However, I do get a nice grenade off here, so I force them to not push, so it gives my tank a chance to get back. I'm bringing up more infantry sections now, so they can't really do much. I put out another MG now, so I should be able to hold my side pretty nicely. However, the Soviet player is MG spamming quite heavily with 3 MGs on the field, as you can see. And luckily, one of the Panzerschrecks missed on the rear armour, so I am able to get my troops to retreat thanks to the Vickers in support. But I'm not going to be able to do a push on the left side, so I'm going to have to go back to doing the centre. This is too heavily fortified with the bunkers, mortar positions and AT guns. So now we can go through doctrines. Right, VFK Vince has gone the artillery support doctrine with the cargo truck, which increases the greater return to the resources, the artillery field officer. Fragmentation becomes very dangerous. The strafing run, in my opinion, isn't very good unless you want to just hold infantry for a bit, and the Tiger tank is always good. Breakthrough Doctrine, I play Rebel Commander quite a lot. I quite like the Breakthrough Doctrine with Panzer Fusiliers. However, I have not seen a single squad of Panzer Fusiliers used by this guy yet, considering he has brought this doctrine. He has not used the Sturm Officer, and he has not used the Panzer Fusilier. He has used the Breakthrough Tactics, however, which have been useful for him to neutralise stuff very quickly. However, just to get that, so the Yag Tiger is very good if he can afford to get it out in the later game. But not using the Panzer Fusiliers and the Sturm Officer is a big mistake in my opinion for that faction, especially when you get into British infantry sections. It would be quite nice to have the extra long range combat going on here. Unfortunately, it looks like I just managed to get my infantry section out there, and I do now have a 2-star universal carrier, and a Katusha has been brought on the field now by Cupton, and as we can see, this is going to be a very beautiful straight with the Katusha. That's amount of damage. I'm very happy. The Stug has been brought up to deal with my universal carrier, and I'm not happy. However, we do manage to blow its engine to Kingdom Kong, both of us with our AT grenades. I have to pull back this infantry section, I think, over there, yeah. And so I'm just going to peek my Firefly through, and there's the kill. So I'll happily trade the universal carrier for a Stug any day of the week. Flame Grenade's going to do a great job against our blob over there. Both very competent players, I have to admit. This was a very close game and a very fun game to play. As you can see, I did lose a squad of infantry. I am bringing out a Comet tank now as well, I believe, or Comet or Cromwell. So I'm bringing out a Cromwell, not a Comet, sorry. He's pushing very heavily on the left side, as you can see. So I will now mine. I get a really nice grenade, and manage to push them back. Fortunately, we do not manage to kill any of the enemies. Due to that, I have to retreat to heavy mortar cover, but it was a good grenade to stop the assaults. Made my infantry 3 stars now. I have a small, very elite army coming up now, though. I do have the heaviest armor on the field, and I do have a Cromwell coming up now to help bolster that. And I am training more infantry sections. I have 2 anti-tank and a normal one on the field with a Bren gun. Cupton's conscripts are doing very good. He has lost quite a few of his elite conscripts, unfortunately, and Panzer Grenadiers are doing really good. His Grenadiers are not doing that good, not very vetted. Mortar's very vetted, however, for the Wehrmacht. Oberkommando side, Volks Grenadiers are unbelievably getting vetted, which is a very dangerous prospect. 2 Kennwerfers on the field, support guns doing alright. The very good choice, good to see what we have, and the Stucker is good with the reconnaissance included, which is a very dangerous thing we need to be careful for. So now we have a lot more armor than they do right now. However, the only problem is they have a lot of AT superiority. So we could use this to help catch the centre, but we can't push fully without losing a tank or two due to the massive AT and the Panzer Grenadiers and the Panzerschrecks. However, it's gonna, as you'll see now, there is a Stuka barrage coming in, and I believe that is just going to just miss me, which is a miracle I didn't hit this. Very big push going in the centre. I throw a grenade. Just does a decent amount of damage, but I do pull out of there. My tank forces all them to retreat, so I only lose 1 troop to retreat, and they lose quite a few lose a decent bit of manpower. I went up to see what they had, and I get hit in the face with a Kennwerfer, which is not nice. Panzer Grenadiers coming in the centre now, and I'm trying to have to pull back just the heavy artillery support. And now even the Panzer headquarters, so we can't push very far. Cupton has now decided to go for the Guards mortar coordination tactics with the Guards rifles, the marked target, and the vehicle crew repair. And the T-34-85 is a very good tank indeed, so all that mixed together is very, very dangerous. I'm bringing out a Royal Engineers now to help heal my Cromwell. And my infantry is now starting to only recently starting getting my infantry forces are now starting to get boosted up again. Cupton's going to try and do a push on the left side, but gets pushed back due to the amount of grenadiers that are going to try and bust its engine up. As you can see, there's going to be a double Panzerschreck coming here, which does a decent amount of damage to its engine. And AT guns are being moved into the vicinity to try and take it out. And the T-70 support and the infantry support being sent over is doing very good. Demo charge stood up by Cupton here. It's going to do a really good job if they go over it. Mine's being planted by them on the other side. Very big club though. I have to say. My armors on the field is still doing alright. With a tulip upgrade for the Firefly, I can deal with most armor. Grenade flying out towards these Volks Grenadiers, and they just survive. I'm going to retreat 1 squad of infantry. I move the other one away to use the Panzerschreck, and luckily I move it just out of the way and I don't lose anything from it. There's a little bit of damage on the Cromwell, but not much. Cupton doing a very good job on the left right side over here, putting pressure on them with his T-70 on the side, doing a great job. However, I'm going to have to, I do lose the infantry section now, which I'm not very happy about at all. Cupton's now bringing up his infantry now to help deal with it. I'm getting some nice hits, and we do kill a Grenadier squad, which is very, very good. However, but I believe Cupton does lose his, I believe it was his T-70, not his T-30, not his T-35. My tank coming in, and I have to pull it right back because there's a Kennwerfer and a Panzer IV. If he tries to push through his Panzer IV, he will be taking heavy casualties from the Firefly. We do manage to recapture it, and there's now T-234s there. I've got another squad of infantry back at base now that's been re-healed and has come out now to help deal with the amount of infantry that the Wehrmacht and the OKW. We've got a heavy armour, more armour than they do, however they have a very strong infantry corps. It's very easy that can easily combat us. This squad of infantry has been hit into a kill box. As we see, if they retreat, they could possibly get killed by that demo charge. We didn't do it then because wasn't enough troops really. However, this squad get very badly damaged, and And he loses the expensive Volks Grenadier.
Hammer tactics are ready for use.
We're getting flanked on the left side, and my Firefly does take some very heavy hits and almost dies completely. I can't even war speed out of there, so as you see, I almost died with it. I'm setting up my MG right now. I just managed to get it away. I was very lucky because those Panzer Grenadiers are just doing deep infiltration straight from the left side. But they have meet my minefield, and that just lost four. They just lost 4 troops to that mine. As you can see, I have placed quite a few mines over here, but they keep on coming through this foresty area. It's just hard to lay mines. But the main thing is to quickly get my Firefly back on the field, ready. I don't know how much fuel I have. I know I don't have 230 because I can't afford the. What do you call it? I can't afford the crocodile. I have got a hammer, and I do not have 100. I do have 185, so I am saving up for a comet by the look of it. But I don't know how much manpower I have. Because when I do it, I have to do it in Windows mode for my recording software to work, and you don't see it in Windows mode, but I do, and it cuts off this small bit at the bottom here. It cuts off the fuel and everything, so I can't see it. T-34-85 and a T-34-76 doing a nice push on the left side, pushing the enemy back. Cupters did a very good job of hammering them on the right side and placing down some really nice mine positions in case the enemy push heavily in. I'm holding the centre pretty nicely now. My armour's doing a great job in the centre, holding back their armour, and Comma's doing great against the infantry. Got some nice infantry kills going on there. Vickers is doing a nice job, and my infantry's doing alright against the very vetted up Volks Grenadiers. Flame grenade was pretty deadly, so I have to pull this squad back. Gonna get in there hopefully and try and recap it. Stuck a barrage coming in, and it's going to hit the my MG. I don't know how my MG survives, but it survives. I'm getting it out of there. Enemy Panther on the field line, so now they have some heavy armor on the field. They managed to recap the point out, which is nice. And my Firefly is now fully healed and ready to fight. Cupters preparing an assault on the right side with his T-34-85 and T-34-76, I believe, 76, isn't it? Yeah, 76. Oh yeah, that T-34-85. It's the equivalent to it's not going to take on a Panther 1v1, but it's like an Easy 8 Sherman. It's the Russian version of an Easy 8. It's a lot better than its predecessor, as you can see. But they're both very capable tanks, and the good thing about the Soviet cheap T-34-76, it can pierce this Panther's armour at the side and the rear, and it is decently cheap as well. So you can lose 2 of them and kill a Panther, and it's still cost effective for the T-34s. Wait, 76. It's T-34-85s, however, I believe they are more expensive. Let me just double check. They are of decent expensiveness. Katuchi's been bought by Cupton. T-34. Yes, the old T-34s are 80 to 300 and 130 to T-34-85, so it's a very good tank. Heavy push by the enemy on the left side. However, Cupton's vetted up Maxim is doing a great job pushing them back. Panther tried to do a push up and hurt me in the field there. 2 Panzer strikes on the right side, however, are going to cause Cupton a bit of a mix. So he did manage to miss one of those and bounce one of those shots, and the Maxim's going to just deal with the Grenadiers. Panther in the field, what we saw, you have to be quick. A lot of vehicles, so we've got the wagons in the background now, doing the lockdown ability. Immobilize the vehicle within the sector, increasing the resource acquisitions. Very decent. I don't believe he has it locked down though, which is he's not getting anything done, which is weird. The centre everything's quite quiet on the front now. They are taking the right side, but I'm preparing to push on the centre. I do have a Comet tank out now, so my armour is doing very well right now. However, we are starting to struggle now. As you can see that ticket count, they have 40 tickets. It's still very close, but they are starting to beat us now with the superior infantry, and they're starting to bring out some very good armour now. There's a Panzer IV and a Panther now by the Wehrmacht, I believe. We've got a Tiger and a Panzer IV, so we need to be very careful now because they have the armour that can rival ours still. And my Vickers is still alive with 2-star. I am very happy with that as well. However, my armour I have the armour to deal with them as well. I'm going to flank and see what I can do over here. So I will start dealing with the I will start trying to deal with the with this. However, I do see a tiger, but it gracefully misses the first shot on me, so I'm going to get out of there. But I will give it a nice cheeky shot in the back with a firefly. Let it know who's boss. That tiger is a very scary thing. I even get another shot on it and pierce the armor, which is in front. Firefly, which is very. Well, the firefly is a really good tank. You can give it, but you can't take it. It's got the Sherman Easy 8 body, but it's got a really good gun on it. You can pierce any tank in the game's armor from the front most of the time. I think it might struggle to take out King Tiger's frontal armor, but it will, after one out of two shots, will pierce its frontal armor. Panther, you see, do a really good job on hitting the side. Get some tulips on it, so stable it down. Get another shot on it. Try and get the busted engine. Get the busted engine. However, I did lose an infantry section because of that. But that Panther is very low on health. Could try to do a push on, but it's just too anti-tank heavy. And he does lose a T-34-85, unfortunately. T-34-76. Panzer IV trying to push from the flank. But that's going to take some damage from my... Cromwell's just absorbing the damage, which I'm happy to do. He's a Cromwell. As you see. Tiger's taking damage from me there. Luckily, both Panzer Shreks missed the target. I have a very weak tank force. My tank self's getting better. That Firefly is a 2-star now. It's doing a good job. And Katusha's coming in now to do some damage. Kills the AT gun very nicely. Just misses the MG though, unfortunately. He does kill a 4-star vetted up box rotor, so it's going to hurt. I see their armor is very weak as well. Now my aerial engineers should be getting to work, I believe. I apologise, I do keep on forgetting to turn off the steam in the top left hand corner. I have been told by multiple people to do that, so sometimes I do forget. Infantry's been healed back at base, my infantry's getting decent now, decent vetted, and my engineers are going to come out and start healing my tanks. Cromwell is the one I'm least concerned about. It's meant to, almost meant to really, to deal with that. He's got a very heavy tank presence in the field. No one's lost a tank yet. Stuka coming inbound and just, I believe it just killed my didn't even kill my MG. Still gets out of there. It's been dodged. It's dodged more deaths than a cat until it's 9 lives. He's probably lost 6 of them already. Cupton's moving. Cupton's has his T-34-85 out on the right side, keeping up the pressure. Left side, we just don't seem to push it. There's just all these Panzer Shreks and all the bunkers there. It's going to be a right pain. However, we do have the right side covered, and the centre is ours now as well. So we are slowly retracting those ticket counts. However, the longer the game gets, the more armour they will bring to the field, and this Cromwell will become insufficient shortly. If it dies, I will have the fuel to replace it with a better tank. My cap, I don't know what my pop cap is right now. Whatever it is there, I don't know what it is right now. Just to fight, get a good grenade. I get it. This is a gammon bomb, and it's a great job in telling them to retreat. Kill a very elite squad over there. So I got a nice gammon bomb. Cost me a decent amount of munitions, but it did a great job. Got that squad 2-star, I believe. I believe my engineers are going to have to. He's a guys with.
The enemy have destroyed an engineer section.
There you go. Tiger tank coming on the field, and I get a nice tulip hit on the King Tiger, on the Tiger now in the centre. Oh, very weak. Very weak. Ah, there's a haha there, because I just told them we're doing the recording. I should have pushed up the Firefly earlier on. I don't know why my Firefly has a weak engine. And I just managed to move out my eye. There's a lot of firing going on here with these things. There's a very nice Katusha going on there in the centre. Panzer IV trying to push on the left side on my injured Firefly. Oh, it needs to learn it very quickly. You cannot take on my Firefly in a head-on engagement with a Panzer IV. My combat tank has been moved for the right side, and it's taken a lot of damage, which I didn't even realise it was. And this is when Kupchman tells it to me, and I do get it out of there just in time, thanks to his great vigilance over there, because I was too busy paying attention in the centre. I could have lost a comet tank then, so it's going to start getting heal, I believe, while my engineers turn over there. And me and Kupchman are doing an image push from the centre to recapture the centre star. MG's now dead, so our infantry's having a better time pushing up. I think he's picked up a Bren gun my guy died with, so at least he's got into Allied hands and there's a strafing run being done. We have to be careful because this guy has a fragmentation bomb as well, and he hasn't used it yet. So we're all thinking he's all strafing run. So we need to be very careful. It could be a fragmentation and stuck a barrage, and we just miss it. It's still very close, even though they have constantly been winning the points war. However, with that, there's a very few points between us, so it's too insignificant. Pardon me. I'm bringing out another Firefly, so I'll have 2 Fireflies, a Comet, and a Cromwell. Means I'm not going to have much infantry. However, tanks will do good against the enemy heavy armor, as they have a heavy tank arsenal armors themselves. This is doing a great job. There's actually no remnants of this bridge left now. We're about just past the halfway point now for this game. It's a very long game. I believe it lasted 56 minutes, so we're just past the halfway point now. Double Panther pushing down on the right side. My comet's been healed. My comet's been healed now, and that Panther is very close to dying. I do lose a Cromwell, which I'm not fussed about because I can just get a better tank now because of that. Just to show I'd rather him hit the Cromwell than the Firefly, and that Panzer IV is very weak, but I didn't know it was like that. But I did a quick push down and killed it.
And we are down to 300 points.
My second Firefly's gone on the field now myself. Kupchman gets a nice arm on the field now. I believe he's got 2 of the expensive T-34s now, and a Katyusha. I don't know what I have shot for. I think that heals his troops in the front line. No, it's an anti-air thing, I believe. And another stuff barrage, and that's my MG finally dead after 9 misses. So his 9 lines are now up. I can't believe that MG has 9 lines. It's missed it so many times and it's managed to survive. I don't know how it did the entire time, but it survived, and God bless his soul, but it's died now. Put up a good fight, got 3 stars, nicely played, but there's only so many stucker barrages you can miss. That's a 2-star stucker, and I believe how many kills? 27 infantry kills and a vehicle destroy. I want to know what vehicle it killed. Probably a little T-70 or something. Kupchman has now brought on the 120mm mortar, which is going to be great against those massive infantry blobs when they start to take the centre. I'm pushing my engineers up to. So he has much bigger armour than me, but my armour is definitely more superior than Kupchman, so I can do them bigger damage. We have comfortable most of our armour on the right side, but we know both of these Panthers are there. I'm thinking about doing a push at some point. I believe my fuel is doing relatively well. I don't have the 230 fuel, but I believe I do have a decent amount in reserve now. I'm going to be pushing from this direction. I believe Kupchman is going to be pushing from the right. We have to be careful because there is AT guns lying around. And another stuck barrage. So now my infantry's getting into the field, and I believe I just missed a majority of that. Very lucky, and I do that because there's a massive Panzer Shrek push on the right side again. At least defusing all the mines that I have there. It's a shame. Massive fight going in the centre as well with Panthers. He's doing a very heavy push, and I believe Kupchman will lose this half track very shortly, I believe. Oh, just get to the way, I just pin on the infantry. Anyways, I see these Panthers trying to be a bit ballsy and cross the bridge, so I'm like, nah, I'm not having that, and I will start doing side shot galore on these Panthers all day long. And my comet's getting in there as well. We hopefully should kill this Panther. And if we do put on mark target, and it bounces the first shot, and we kill the Panther. So it's very good mark target when it comes in there, and we do get a nice. And the recon's coming in as well, which is very good. So we can see everything. Comes doing a valiant charge, but he has regretted it instantly. However, he does manage to kill the 3-star Stucker, but does lose a heavy chunk of his armour. However, I do bring my Fireflies in, and I am getting some really nice side shots in the Tiger there. One more shot, and I unfortunately don't get the one more shot on the Tiger that I really wanted. So I'm going to have to pull out of there because the AT presence is going to be too great. And I get a Church of Crocodile on the field now, instead of another Cromwell. Which is going to be great against the infantry. And a fragmentation bomb, and we lose a squad of infantry each. So it was pretty badly in our infantry front there. Did alright, we killed a Panther there, and we almost killed a Tiger. However, with 2 3 T-Persons, and we did kill a 3-star Stucker. So I think it was an even trade. A lot of his armor was weakened after that engagement. And there's no way to worry about a massive Stucker. That Cartouche is still having a field day. And that's the infantry support gun dead, which is very good. And he's moving all of his infantry into this now. I believe if we get one more volley out of that. Nope. If we get one more volley, it would have been great. My Church of Crocodile is just burning the Tiger. However, I do realise I need to get out of the way. Due to the amount of AT that is on the field, so I do decide to get it out of there. They can just take loads and put loads of shots. However, I didn't realise the amount of AT he had over here, and by the look of it, I am going to lose my 3-star. I have to try and pull it to that there. The first one misses, second one hits, and it's dead unfortunately. But I do have a Firefly in the field, and my Comet's still alive, but it's just a really big hit to lose the 3-star Firefly, so that was a very bad engagement for me. However, he's getting very cocky, and he is pushing his Panther over the field to try and kill the Churchill. However, he needs to be very careful. I do rocket it. I do manage to rocket the Panther, and I believe do kill it. No, I believe it just gets away, and it gets a last shot, and I believe it does manage to kill. I believe it doesn't just manage to kill the Crocodile. However, the Crocodile is did a great job, and most of that infantry is almost dead in the centre, so we need to keep an eye out on that. And he loses 2 5-star squads of infantry. There we go. So I did lose a Crocodile, so I did take a heavy hit that around. The Tiger's coming on the field. I need to get the heck out of there. Do give it a little bit of a bloody nose back, giving it a shot that managed to pierce his frontal armour, which is very nice as a Cromwell with a Comet. Sorry. I believe my fuel is still pretty. I believe my fuel is now definitely decently low, but we're both sides lost a significant amount of troops. The 43 marks. There's only about 15 minutes left of the game, and it is against us pretty big at the moment, and we're not doing a great job in changing with the armor right now. So it doesn't look at the moment. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to win, but we will valiantly fight to the end, and hopefully we can get a comeback on. It's not impossible for us to win. We can win, but it is looking like that we can win. Yeah, as long as we manage to hold the centre, which we're trading the centre very quick, very back and forth like. I've got loads of munitions that I'm not being able to use, so I'm just throwing gammon bombs thinking they would push. Just stops them. The track, a gammon bomb is it's like a satchel charge and does a lot of damage. That Maxim machine gun's doing a great job, and the Cartouche is just going to be atrocious, and the first squad retreats into it. Second squad retreats into it. Let's push them back, and they don't get the extra points on us, which is good. Tanks are healing very nicely on the right side of the field right now, and double Panther and the triple Panther in the centre is pretty looming prospect. I'm going to bring up my Firefly and Comet because there's no AT, and I get a nice side shot onto the Panther. We have stalling of a Kenveth, which is
Enemy
very
threatening our
nice.
capture point.
And again, unfortunately, I believe that was us we did that. I believe we threw a satchel charge or something. Something tried to pierce his front armour, but didn't work. Lost an MG on the left side. Enemy Panther trying to push on the left side. I believe that was knowing. I push it back with my infantry, infantry anti-tank infantry section. I don't know why it decided to do that. I moved my Comet over there to make sure we don't get flanked. Every time I try and push it forward to try for the anti-engine grenade, it's he tries to retreat. But I do get it there, and there it is.
The enemy have 300 points.
And I'm going to go for a push. There's no AT over here. There is a pack. No, I thought there was no AT over here, so I get a nice shot, try and damage it. But there is a pack 40. First one missed, and it's Panzer Grenadiers as well. So my 2 takes some damage. I'm going to have to get out of that, unfortunately. It's a shame. I would have really liked to take out that Panther. So the other commander West has taken a big hit. He's got 2 Panthers on the field, but his infantry is nowhere near what it used to be. The Wehrmacht still though has a very nice infantry corps. Same for me really. With like, Kupton is a very good adversary to the Wehrmacht. I'm doing decent damage to the. I did a lot of damage to the other commander West's infantry with my crocodile. As you see, well, assault grenadiers, not assault grenadiers. So Panzer Grenadiers trying to push our tanks over here. We have to retreat. I am building another Firefly, I believe, at the moment, which should help us massively try and take on these Panthers and Tigers. We are managing to steadily keep hold of the capture point more than they are at the moment, and there is a big armor push over with 2 Panthers pushing on the right side. My Firefly is not prepared. My Firefly sees this. It's a frontal pierce charge, Panther. Slowly retreating, keeping its distance. Gets their second hit, I believe, and they get a bit pushed back, and there we go. I'm going to get back into the and this is where our armour is going to have a big clash down the right side at the moment. Captain's doing a very good job. If he Mark targeted that, he might have been able to get it as well. That Panther over there is very badly damaged. Both Panthers over there are very badly damaged. I should have moved this Firefly to assist early, but I didn't realise at the time. I don't think he realised how badly damaged he hit the mine on the way back. So both of those are very badly damaged. It's a shame we couldn't do a Delphin blow. That would have been a really good blow. We both did a lot of strengths in the local department. I think I survived, lost a Firefly, a Cromwell, and a Churchill. I haven't lost a Comet tank yet though. I haven't lost a Comet tank yet. Hopefully I don't jinx myself. 2-star Comet on this left side, doing a nice job with some mines still on the field that hasn't been disrupted by the mine sweeper yet. Tanks being healed by Kupton's healing his tanks very quickly, which is good for the Soviet player. So some massive armor amounts of armor on the field. There's going to be one massive armor engagement eventually that will determine the fate of the game. And I get a very nice grenade. 3, 2, 1, bang, and I again wipe another Over Commando squad, I believe. Shows good that the Over Commando player is losing a lot of his infantry. No vetted infantry apart from 1 Stern Pioneer. Great Katyusha's going on here. Just injuring the, it's just killing the Stern Pioneers that are trying to heal the tanks over here. And that was an unbelievably good fragmentation bomb. I think it killed about 12 squads of 12 infantry, and I think I lost a squad. He lost 2 squads. As we can tell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least a squad. He lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 squads that are dead. He lost a Maxim, and I think I lost the section, which was right. It was a bit of a shame, really. Armor-wise, though, I do have a very elite armor. Oh, bit of advertisement there. Crimson Harvest Warhammer Cup set next week, hopefully. There is a normal German. There's a normal Panzer IV by the Wehrmacht, and it is now the side. It's now got the side shears now due to the fact that it's now Vet 2, which is making it a bit more dangerous. A lot of armor in the field, not a lot happening at the moment, so I will fast forward it a little bit. Good, nice Katyusha going on again in the centre. helicopter really harassing them with that, and I spot the early mobilization of a heavy presence on the left side. I don't know how I see it, but I think I send an infantry section over there to have a scout, and I believe the tanks are mounting on the left, starting to deploy on the left side for an assault. Which I do manage to find.
We are losing a sector.
Because I see all three of the points on the left side here. So I let Upton aware of the knowledge. And I see them all moving to the left side, so this is getting very close to a massive armour push on the left side. This will be the definitive battle of the game, who wins and who loses. Right now, armour wise, there is 1, 2, 3 Panthers, 4 Panthers, a Tiger, a Panzer IV with Panzer Grenadier infantry versus my Comet, my Firefly. I let Captain know straight away, and he's got two T-34-85 and a Sioux. So I'm getting out of there. Luckily, he hits the first Panther from the field, hits a mine. My Firefly is in the middle of that. That's not where it wants to be. But however, we get a Panther off the bat. I'm getting this out of there, out the front, and my Comet and my Fireflies are getting involved, and they are missing a lot of shots. And as you see, we are up. It's a massive and great flanking there, which means that gives my Fireflies a chance to fire. I am concerned with the Tiger, so I'm going to focus on the Tiger. I lose a Firefly at this moment in time. My Comet's taking a lot of damage. Firefly manages to kill that Panther. I lose another, and I do lose a Comet. However, it is actually remannable and healable, which is unbelievable. And we're doing a lot of damage to them. And they had a lot more armor than we did, and we have just killed a lot more armor. And I still got armor on the field. And there is this Panther left on the field. This is my 3-star, and I'm getting out of there because I don't want to lose it. Now I get a nice shot. AT gun's going to be able to. I think the AT gun's going to be able to kill it. They came with her, so he's trying to get that Panther out of there. But I got my Fireflies far away, and he's starting to heal it. And I believe we just managed to kill it. An AT grenade. It's a 4-star Panther. We can't afford for it to get out of there. Another Tiger has been built in the centre, however. I believe it does. I believe this does not get away from what I managed to see. I think he throws an AT gun, get a grenade, and I believe that's killed it. No, it's still alive. It's a 4-star Panther, still alive. I can't believe it got out of there. So what's left is a very weak and brittle 4-star Panther, and my 3-star Firefly. I am building another Comet. However, this Comet is fixable over here. So I've told Copter to get some stuff over here ASAP to man it, because what we're going to agree is Copter lost all his armor in that engagement apart from his 3-star Katusha. So I said I'm going to repair this Comet for him, and he's going to gain the Comet to split our micro, and I'm going to train another Comet up on the field as well. So they took a massive loss in that armor engagement. We definitely won that armor engagement due to the fact that they had 3 more tanks than worked for us, and they left the field. We managed to have two expensive tanks still left. They only had 1, and they had to build another Tiger in the field. This Comet, we got very lucky with this Comet tank. Very lucky with this Comet. I am unbelievably gobsmacked with how lucky we are with this Comet. Like, they are very weak now, the Tiger. All they have is the Tigers in their main bastion, and they're bringing out Panzer IVs and that Panther. That's the only Panther, and they're bringing out a Panzer IV, and they're bringing out some infantry. This gives us a chance to start securing the points again. As you see now, we are now winning on the ticket war. As for that engagement, which is very good. I now have my other Comet on the field, and as you see, this the carnage, absolute carnage. It's just unbelievable. On the left side, he's put another Stuka on the field, and it's just constantly harassing us. And it didn't kill anything. Oh, I did. It managed to kill the guard's rifle. All the enemy infantry is on the right side. Massive push by the Volksgrenadiers in the centre on the Tricoat South. Panzer IVs in the field, that 4-star Panther's over there, which I can see. the 4-star Panther is now in the centre, going for a fight with me. So I bring up my Firefly to the left side. It will win a one-on engagement with this Comet, but with a Firefly involved as well. I believe I managed to get an anti-tank grenade and a nice side shot, and I killed the 4-star Panther with my Firefly and Comet. That is a great manoeuvrability, and that is a bye-bye Panther. Hasta la vista. Basically, that was the last elite vehicle that the Oberkommando had on the Wehrmacht player. I believe it was the Wehrmacht player, not the Oberkommando player had left in the field. That 4-star Panther was the only elite units now by the Wehrmacht, which has a Panther and a Tiger, and he is building another Panther. So the armor battle is far from over, but we are definitely starting to get the upper hand massively after these engagements. I'm still managing to push the left side, but the amount of that bunker is just harassing me constantly. So I move my Comet over there, and I see a Panzer IV. I didn't realise, so that Panzer IV gets the hell out of there. Katyusha, 3-star Katyusha is still doing nicely. Captain's struggling a bit to deal with that Panther on the right side, however I've got to make sure that the centre is held. However, my infantry sections are starting to get better now. I'm getting some more on the field, so my infantry is starting to slowly recover. Comet though is heavily pushing the Panther, however he can't continually push, especially with the double Panzer Grenadiers on the field. So the Comet's going to have to retreat. Stuka's constantly hitting the tanks. All my infantry's getting in. Good Katyusha coming into the field, killing anything left of value that the only Volk's going to do left of value. I'm going to bring my Firefly up to do some damage to that Tiger, and I managed to stun it. So like, let's go, we can get it. And Cupton's a bit hesitant he's a little bit hesitant to do it. And I see how weak it is, and I tell him it's weak, we need to get it, come on. But he's very hesitant, so we could have got it. However, we did manage to get the Panzer IV on the left that tried to do a cheeky flank, but doesn't get far. There's a very, very weakened Tiger somewhere back at base. I don't know what Cupton's building right now. I believe he's building, I think he's saving up for another tank. We are definitely starting to win the overall engagement now. Tickets are still very, very close. Cupton's got the fuel, so he's saving up the manpower, I believe now. Katyusha's doing a really good job at just harassing the fuel supplies and any infantry blobs they may have left, but all the infantry is left over here, I believe, into a massive push on the right side. My 3-star Firefly is still alive though, which is always good. Like Comet tanks getting out of there. Mines, he's hitting a lot of mines in the way, and he didn't tell me about this. Actually, I didn't see this during the game. He has a satchel charge. Not satchel charge, sorry. He has a detonation charge. So if he's going to wait, and when the Volksgrenadiers come, if they come into the spot, hopefully a very nice detonation goes on. But that suit's doing a great job hurting Panzer Truck. And I believe when this 3-star gets involved now, and bye bye all his infantry. It's a great win, and I don't think we managed to kill this. Fragmentation bomb almost killed all my infantry on the right side here. Let me see the Panther. So I reposition the Firefly. I believe I am producing another tank pursuit. So I'm moving over my Firefly to help with this Panther. I do get an anti-tank grenade, but it still doesn't manage to do anything. And I believe he is storming it to 4-1. And that's the entrance. This is the last major armor engagement on the right side right now. So I get my Comet over there. He's bringing. I think he believes bringing his Comet. We had a nice AT gun over here. But the last bit of armour that's left on the field is on this side. I don't know what's happening with it. Yeah, we're doing a very good job. I am bringing out another firefly on the field as well. I will fast forward it for a little bit.